Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio
Where real music matters.
Absolute Radio
is
the home of rock and roll football. Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon.
Very, very exciting, dear listener. By the way, well done to... who was on before us? Was it Mark Crosley these days? Well, thank you, Mark Crosley, for... let me just set that there. There we go. That's better for doing an excellent show. What a weird day it's been in terms of meeting musical icons. This morning, we met the lovely Glenn Campbell, who was delightful. Not, you know, he was poorly, but he was wonderful and sang to me. This evening... Tony, we're on the air now. We're doing it.
Sorry, I was looking at the clock.
Why?
I don't know.
You've never seen one before.
Well, it's kind of a funky one.
It's funky. It's like the hands, and it's digital as well.
And it's digital, see, us old-timers.
It's Tony Mortimer.
Hello.
From E17.
How are you?
No, I'm very well. Not a usual kind of Absolute Radio guest.
No.
But there are two reasons why we got you in. Firstly, I am genuinely slightly fascinated by your career.
Okay.
Not in a pervy way. Not in a pervy way. But also, because we only get people in that I really like.
Oh, cool.
And so we found out you were kind of doing the rounds, and I was thinking, do we want Tony Mortimer? Should we get him in? I think it'd be quite interesting. And I went to Eloise, who gives the definitive say on these things. I'm not sure. No, I'm well aware of exactly who you are, sir. And I said to Eloise, Tony Mortimer, I can't decide. Shall we? Yes or no? She went, oh, yes. Oh, yes, please. So, look, Eloise is blushing.
She's blushing. She's got a camera on. She's got a camera.
So, partly because Eloise has got a crush, you're in.
I'm in.
I hope that's all right. I don't think that in any way demeans you. We've had Ringo Starr on the show. We've had Ray Davies, Brian Wilson. Legends. And we got you. You're a legend,
ruined
though.
it.
No, shut up. Also, I'm vaguely fascinated because you look like my friend Spencer.
Oh.
Quite a lot. You do. And in pictures, I've always thought, I wonder if he looks like Spencer in real life. And you do.
Oh,
you do.
good stuff.
Yeah, he's a good bloke. So, Tony Mortimer, he's 17. You're back together, but sort of.
We are, sort of, yeah.
There's an elephant in the room. His name is Brian Harvey. There's an elephant called Brian Harvey. Well, he's not in the band.
No, he didn't. He's doing his solo thing. He didn't want to do it, but we did ask him. We did try to force him. We got him in several headlocks, but it was to no avail.
The three of you could.
Yeah.
So are you? Because I kind of interpreted it when I saw that he wasn't doing it. I thought, okay, because you famously sort of didn't get on and had fallings out and stuff. Is that not part of it? Do you think, well, look, we don't need Brian. Let's do it without him.
No, because it is a fourth thing.
Yeah,
It's a fourth thing, and we just come back from Germany and done a tour of Germany.
Yeah.
And we got the new guy there, Blair, who's fantastic. He's a right laugh. He's like a one-man carnival.
Yeah.
He's superb. But you do, of course you miss Brian.
Yeah.
It's the lineup, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think this is a new chapter now.
You were saying Blair. How did you come across Blair?
We went down to write with Blair at his studios.
In Sippenham?
He lives in Sippenham, and we used to drive down to, I'll think of it now, right out on the west there, near Barth.
We're trying to think of places near Bath now, are we?
Yeah. Tiny place, like big estate.
0330 123 1215.
Tell me where you live if you are near Bath.
It's like interviewing Glenn Campbell all over again.
Sorry about that, yeah. So we met him and we started writing with him and that. And then we was actually thinking about getting a girl in to sing, not just getting a girl in the studio, because that'd be wrong.
Yeah, that would be inappropriate. 21st century now. Come on.
What we was going to do was get a girl vocalist in.
Yeah.
You know, a bit like Black Eyed Peas or something.
Yeah.
And then someone we could be on tour with and just sort of ogle at.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. You're stood behind her on the stage.
Yeah, we're stood behind her on the stage.
Would be very delightful.
It'd be good.
Are you telling me Blair's got a nicer arse than a hot girl?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's it.
That's good enough reason.
He's got a great voice, and he started singing the top lines, because we're all basically baritones.
Yeah.
John's a bass, I'm a baritone. I sound like I know what I'm on about, but I really don't. We're baritones, and
good.
we need really a tenor.
Yeah.
We need a fiver and a tenor. And Blair's got the serious range, so he done all the top lines, and we was just laughing and joking, and he seemed like one of us.
Yeah.
And after about 6 months together, we just said, well, it was a massive sacrifice, real cute girl, or should we go for Blairski? And we asked him if he wanted to be in the band, and he went, yeah, I'd love to. Because he'd done the boy band thing.
What boy band was he in?
He was in other boy bands, but more boy bands, because we were not boy bands, of
No.
course. But he was in other boy band things, so we knew that he could go on the road with lads and all.
He wasn't in OTT, was he?
No, what's OTT?
I used to like OTT. They did a song, I've seen your picture in the story of love.
Oh.
1,000 words could... I can't remember it, but I used to have that on CD single.
OTT. Well, now that was a TV programme as well, wasn't it? BBC Two.
It was, yes. What other... There was... do you remember Upside Down, who became Orange?
No. I really want to help you and say yes there.
Hang on, put your headphones on. We've got a phone call who might be able to tell us.
Oh, you're joking.
It's either someone who's going to tell us this place in Bath or someone that's going to give you a mouthful of abuse.
Swindon. That was it.
Line 1, were you about to say Swindon? Hello?
No.
Let's say yes. They've gone. Swindon isn't near Bath, is it?
I don't know. It sounded like it.
I don't think it's near Bath.
Oh, my God, really?
Yeah. XTC are from Swindon.
XTC are from Swindon?
Yeah.
This is a random radio show, random FM.
Yeah, well, listen, tell me about it. 0330 123 1215 if you want to talk to Tony Mortimer
Please
from
come back
E17.
if you was that caller.
If you were that caller that we just cut off, you need to be a little bit quicker. So you're getting back. You've done some gigs with this Blair already, have you?
Yeah, we've done some gigs, and we're going to do a little tour in September.
Yeah, I know. It's like it starts the 1st of September in Bristol. We've got all the business.
Yeah, I think it starts 31st of August. I don't know.
The sheet of paper I've got
right.
here is Thursday the 1st of September in Bristol.
Well, I'm going to have to take your word for that.
Then you're in Swindon. No, you're not.
I will get in the van, and when it opens, I'll get out
But perform
and do my thing.
like a monkey. Because you mentioned boy bands, and you weren't a boy band. Really. You were a little bit dirtier than all the other boy bands.
I always thought a boy band was manufactured by a record company, given a load of songs, and told what to do, and I didn't really think that was us in any way, shape, or form.
Because you wrote the songs.
Yeah, and we all grew up together in the same part of town.
So you were like real friends and a real kind of group then.
Yeah.
Because you're not bad at songwriting, are you?
People say I'm all right.
You've written some pretty good ones. Because I didn't, you get these things with these kind of bands, and you think, well, you're right. It's all done by a machine. It's all written by a Swedish couple. Who've they input some words into a computer and out comes a top 4 record. But you wrote the stuff. You can do it. You've got the skill.
Yeah, I've been writing since I was 14 and recording since I was 14.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It always surprised me when E17 split up the first time, or maybe it was the third time. I don't know. But you never went off.
We used to split up about 4 times a week.
You did it quite a lot. E17 to split up again. Oh, well, never mind. They'll be back together
I'm not
next week.
playing out now. I'm not playing out, you guys.
Oh, hang on. This caller. Yes, line 1.
Hi, Ian. It's Mug Dan from Bath.
Mug Dan?
Mug Dan from Bath.
Oh, hello, Mug Dan.
Week.
You're right.
Mug
Now,
Dan.
listen. Can you help Tony Mortimer from E17? We're trying to think of a place near Bath.
Box.
Is it Box, Tony? It was a Box, Mug Dan.
Is it Caution?
Is it Caution?
No.
No, it's not that, Mug Dan.
Chippenham.
Are you just going to say places that are near Bath?
Yeah, I know loads of places.
Okay, we'll end up there. We don't really need to go through. We don't need to go through all the places near Bath, do we? That could be bloody awful, for goodness sakes. It always surprised me that you never went off and then, kind of had like a solo career, or went off and wrote, or maybe you did go off and write other songs for other people. And
No, it's because I'm crap.
What do you mean you're crap? You're not. Stay Another Day is a classic. It's a classic.
It's like 3 chords.
But it's a pop classic.
It
though.
was.
You
yeah,
don't
it
need
was.
more than that for pop.
No, you don't. You don't. Deep was 2 chords, and then another one got shoehorned in. But yeah, I don't suppose you can do 2 chord songs really.
T-Rex only ever a maximum of 3 songs.
Oh, he was classic. You was playing him earlier on the way down.
Yeah, he's alright, isn't he?
Metal Guru, is he? I was there dancing in the car.
But you know what annoys me about that song is he says Metal Guru. So the song is called Metal Guru when the word is guru. It's Metal Guru. It should be.
Oh, yeah, good. I like the way he says it, though.
I do like the way he says it, but it means you have to go. Next up, it's Metal Guru.
Yeah, I was a big Mark Bolan fan.
Really?
Yeah. And T-Rex.
I was a big Gary Glitter fan.
Was you?
I backed the wrong horse there.
I kind of was a big Gary one as well, but I kind of never admitted that.
No, the thing is, I
was a big George Michael fan as well. Gary Glitter, George Michael, it's not good. Is it?
George Michael's got some good songs. Karma Chameleon, fantastic record.
That was Boy George.
Yeah.
Is it George Michael?
Oh, you said George Michael.
Whisper. I love it. It's great.
George Michael, I'm not so keen on. George Michael.
Because he never wrote Carmen Chameleon.
He never. Carl Chameleon was a classic, wasn't it?
It was. I always thought that was like a country and western band. Come, and then I saw him on TV and it just didn't go. I went, what's this image? I'm having an image crisis here.
You never thought of dressing up in drag?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
You should have done.
Yeah. I am in drag now.
He looks. Oh, you're really a hot lesbian.
I'm a hot lesbo.
So, the tour is happening.
The tour is happening, so we're going to introduce Blairski to the fans.
How have the kids? Kids, listen to me. I'm talking about kids. They're all about 40 now, aren't they? How have the hot mums and grandmothers taken the yummy mummies? How have they taken to your new edition?
They're all over him. They're loving him. Yeah. Yeah, they're loving him.
Is there no one? There must be some sad sack going. Well, you're not as good without Brian. You must get a bit of that.
There's that era, there's that chapter, and then there's this one which is funny, and we're just I won't say we're having a laugh because that will cheapen it because we are actually working really hard at what we're doing, but we're enjoying ourselves, and this is a new thing. Yeah. So I'm sure there'll be loads of crappy headlines to come from this one as well.
Just tell him to keep his mouth shut. Right? So listen. Don't say anything, all right? Let you and the others do the talking.
We put him in a cupboard after the gigs and we leave him there and we say, just don't move.
Don't. Listen, we have Tony Mortimer from E17 0330 123 1215. The phone number if you want to give us a call. We'll have more from him after this.
.com.
Yeah, whatever. Who'd have thought we'd be spending the evening playing the accent game with Tony Mortimer?
Hey up, Chuck.
He's good, look, he could do it.
That's my Spanish.
Yeah, there we go. Eloise, quick press record on the...
Run out of batteries. Leave it.
Steady. Eloise, is there anything... Look, if I'm going to put on microphone 3. You have... hang on a second. You sit down next to Tony. There we go. So you know you've got a little soft... Oh, look, go sit closer. Go on, sit closer. Is there anything you would like to ask Tony?
I've asked him mine off air.
You should hear the conversation we've been having off air. Go on.
No, I haven't got anything.
You got nothing? Look, I know you don't want a picture with it.
She asked me if I wanted a tea. That was it. That was a big one.
We've been discovering all about your Thunderbird drinking habits, Tony, as a young man. Same as me.
Thunderbirds with little straw outside the off licence.
And shotgunning. Oh, it was me that was shotgunning the tenants.
It was you shotgunning the tenants. We weren't that tough.
No, I used to do it on the way. I remember. No, it wasn't Sydenham. It was going to Chalvey, going to a party in Chalvey, and shotgunning two cans of special brew. Oh, unbelievable.
We used to do like maybe a super tenants.
Yeah.
I remember standing in a shop doorway with John from the band. We was about 14. And we was doing a can of super tenants. By the time we'd left the shop doorway, I was completely rat-faced because I'm just crap with alcohol.
I was terrible as well. Yeah. Were you? Because I was quite tall as like a 15-year-old, so I was the one that was always there was a booze an off license that would always sell me booze, and so I was the one that was sent in.
Oh, was you?
To go and get it? Yeah.
Oh.
I love the fact that the Daily Mail thinks, oh, it's terrible. 14, 15-year-olds drink. Yeah. It was happening.
What were we doing?
25
We've always
years
been
ago.
doing it. Yeah,
exactly,
in the
man.
60s,
Yeah.
70s, 80s.
It's just, it's a bit more... Anyway, you kids with your Alco Pops.
Terrible.
Anyways, you've got nothing... Look, you've gone all shy and embarrassed with Tony. Don't be shy.
The questions I wanted to ask, I've already asked, which is like, what would Brian say of the album and things like that.
Okay.
I asked him.
No.
And now what you put me on the spot and I'm embarrassed.
Now listen, I'm interested because you were being a little bit self-deprecating a minute ago, Tony.
I'm always self-deprecating. I've been told off for it in the past.
Well, exactly. You don't genuinely think you're crap at writing songs, do you?
I think it's one of those things that if you can do something like easy, not easy.
Okay.
If you can do, then it ain't really.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like if someone can run really fast, then they don't.
There's no effort in it.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, there is effort. When it does me nothing writing songs sometimes. And I do write some really crap ones that never make it out.
Well, let's be honest. Some of the crap ones do make it out. Let's not.
Let's be honest. I've released some of the crap ones. Come on, let's get to the point.
Let's be honest. I don't want to, kind of do as the Americans say, blow smoke up your ass. Although Eloise probably does. But, but you've written some pop classics. You have written pop classics.
I've written some nice ones that I like. Yeah, Deep. I like Deep.
Yeah.
Thunder. Stay Another Day.
Can't you hear the thunder calling from the mountain high? Time to spread your wings and fly. Spread your wings and fly.
That was it.
And
Listen, I'm not. If
Let It Rain.
Yeah.
Let it rain.
If Blair doesn't, cut the mustard,
Yeah.
I'm here. Do you know what I mean? I'm from Slough as well. We're both from Slough. We've got that
From
Slough vibe.
You've got the Slough vibe.
Show us some dance
Craig
moves,
David.
Great.
though. Show us some dance moves and we'll audition you. For
Well, E7, you were never that
part.
big on the dance moves, were you? The E17? You
Not
did.
really. We were lazy.
Yeah.
I used to body pop. I grew up in I was in a crew and stuff when I
Yeah.
was a kid. And as soon as I got into the band, I stopped dancing.
Yeah.
I thought, sod all that. I'm knackered.
Westlife had the best thing. They just sit on
Didn't they?
stools,
Sit
didn't
on
they?
stools.
Every now and then they'd stand up and take a jacket
It
off.
was a key change,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah.
There was a key change, and they would stand up at that moment.
You were kind of linked with Take That and all that stuff.
Yeah, we was,
Did,
yeah.
did you feel part of that movement?
We had no choice but to feel
Really?
part of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
still to this day, it always gets mentioned in interviews. Ian.
Oh, you see what he's done there? He's having
see,
a go at me.
see the way I've done
Yeah, no
that.
part. Well,
See
it's
the way I-
deserved because you.
Don't
told
suck-
Some of them were crap.
Don't suck up. Well,
What?
come on, let's
Leave
be.
it?
Some of them were crap. Let's be honest. And don't suck up to him just because you fancy him.
I'm just sticking up
Why?
because you.
Was you in the
equally need-
17E? Did you have like
yeah.
pictures on your
In
wall
fact,
and stuff?
we had a dance show at school, and I was determined to do my dance bit on a Thunder.
You got to do that now.
I can't remember it.
And
at
we
all,
didn't
but-
do a dance on Thunder.
No, I made
Oh,
up.
you made
a
up your own
dance
dance on Thunder.
Yeah,
Wow.
for the dance show. It was a solo
Ah.
piece. I can't remember it though, so you can't
Fantastic.
make me do it.
We got Paul on the line. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Ian.
You're on the radio. What can we do for you?
I've got a good idea. I've got a good idea that might just please the nation. How about if the United Kingdom or some rock musicians, the rock world, organise a big concert for Britain to raise money for the victims of the recent riots and the recent in London and all that? Is that a good idea?
Well, are you suggesting we could get E17 to play at this fundraiser?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Well, listen. E17. Let's be honest. It's you, Tony. You're here.
Yeah.
Would you be prepared to play a fundraiser for what was it for again, Paul?
For the victims of the victims of the riots at the moment.
For
That was in the
JJD
United Kingdom.
Sports and Carphone Warehouse. Would you be prepared to do that, Tony?
And Sony in Waltham Abbey.
Yeah,
got
yeah,
burnt
yeah.
down. Yeah.
It's,
It'd be a good
We
idea.
do you know we actually do a lot for charity?
Oh, here
Shall
we go,
Shall I
come
tell you
on.
one thing? Do you know
Yes.
we actually have a lorry that goes around Africa saving elephants called E17? Do you know that?
No, I do not know. Okay, this is
Yeah?
get onto the PR department. This is awesome. There's a lorry called E17.
There's a
and
lorry, V17 written all over it.
Yeah.
And it's part of Born Free.
Yeah.
And I bought it
Which
for
is
Born
an
Free.
excellent charity, by I'm
Yeah.
well aware of Born Free.
And
Yeah.
they save elephants. They save elephants. So there you go.
Up yours.
Random radio, here we are.
Okay, well, if you want to do the charity thing, I spent 2 hours this evening entertaining sick children in Great Ormond Street.
Did you really?
In your
Come
face, Mortimer.
on.
Come on then,
Right
let's play
back at
charity
me.
trumps. Come on,
Let's
then. Go on,
go.
give us one. Give us
Well,
one.
No, I'm gonna throw it over to you.
Eloise, come on then.
Eloise.
What have you done? Come
What
on.
have you done? What have you done? What have you done?
Gave a £5 to adopt a granny for like 2 months.
Tumbleweed.
So that's sick children, African elephants, and a
Fiver to a
fiver
granny.
to a granny.
I'm sorry, but you've had award-winning music career, and you've had a TV and radio career.
Yeah, disappointing career with a small C, but yes.
I've only had a proper job for about 3
Proper
years.
job.
Before that, it was free work experience.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
So I secretly cancelled the adopt a granny without them knowing.
Tony, I was
Fantastic.
Eloise and I were both genuinely surprised when you said you got 2 kids. How old are your kids?
16 and 18.
How
Well,
old?
Not really.
How
kids,
old are
they?
you?
I'm 40.
Are you really?
I was born 21st of October 1970. I'm 41 this October.
You're looking good for it, man.
Thank you. People say that. It's
You're looking
because I
very good.
stopped all the silly stuff and started all the not silly stuff.
All the spiritual stuff, man.
Spiritual stuff,
Connecting
man.
with the world. And what do your kids? You can't call them kids, can you? What do your young people,
Ladies.
young lady? What do your young ladies think of your career? Was there a
I'm
period?
their dad. I'm just like totally embarrassing.
Well, it is like an embarrassing
Yeah.
dad getting up to sing. It
Oh,
must
mate,
be.
I keep threatening them. I say, when I come on stage, I'm going to take my top off and start dancing. They're like, you dare, Dad, you dare.
But do they? I mean, they must. Obviously, they're aware of like your heritage and your
They
history.
are,
and
yeah.
stuff,
They used to go
and-
to school, obviously. They went to school and that, and the teachers used to go, oh, I used to fancy your dad. And they're like, oh, miss, that is so wrong. It's like just so wrong.
That is quite messed up, isn't it?
It
That's
is,
a
yeah.
weird thing.
Yeah, God bless them.
Listen, let's do all of the business. The single's "Secret of My Life," and is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
Because
Yeah.
you give me that look as if to say, no, that's
Yeah,
not
no, I
right.
just thought, what now, this time of night? Secret of my life's a bit up and bubbly.
Well, we were not going. Don't worry, we won't play.
Why
it.
don't we do Calm Chameleon? by George Michael.
Oh, stick it up your... Anyway. I don't have to plug this stuff, you know.
No, don't worry about all that plugging.
All right. His band are off doing some concerts. You might want to go and see it. I don't know.
We've got a website somewhere on the interweb.
I was saying to him, right, what's the website? Should we plug that? He went, I don't know. It's just Google us. You know. Listen, you have got a new single out. You're off to Germany. Is it Germany tomorrow?
We've just come back from Germany.
Where are you going tomorrow to record the album? Denmark.
Rome.
Oh.
Produce the album.
Very nice.
Rome. Lovely.
And when's that going to come out? Any ideas?
Yeah, around October if I pull my finger out and get working. Otherwise, this time next year, Ian, I'll be in again.
You'll be making another comeback.
Was that Yorkshire? Yeah. That was my Swindon accent.
Oh.
There is a tour going on. Bristol, Oxford, London, Birmingham, Sheffield. Places.
Yeah.
Just places.
Just places. Doing all the old songs.
Do you? Can I ask you? You must be worth a few quid. Songwriting. Come on. You
I'm
bought
all right.
a truck for African elephants, for God's sakes. You can't do that.
It was second hand.
Oh, really? Oh, he's not so flash after all.
It was second hand. I'm not. I'm frugal, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm not silly with money. I didn't buy a Ferrari or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't.
You still get a few quid for those songs.
Yeah,
You get a little
still
royalty
get
check
paid,
every now and then.
yeah. Still get paid twice a year.
Fantastic.
Few grand. Keeps me in fags and beer. Thunderbirds and straws for the weekend.
Well, Tony, it's very nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
There is a tour. You can Google it. Give us your Twitter address anyway.
My Twitter.
You
Yeah,
no.
I don't know. What one's Twitter? www.twitter.
It's just search Tony Mortimer and it'll come up.
Told you I was 40. It's crap, isn't it? I'm just about in the phone book, let alone Facebook.
You probably don't even know what a phone book is, you youngsters.
Yeah.
Actually, I've not had one for years.
There
so.
we go.
Have you seen how short her skirt is?
It's not a skirt, it's shorts. Then shorts.
That's why they're called shorts, then.
She's doing it for a reason, Tony, and that reason is not me.
Hello.
Well, listen. Tell Blair that you spoke to someone from the Britwell tonight. He will know exactly what it
He'll
is.
know what you mean.
And he will
Okay.
shake his head and go, "Oh, poor sod." Lovely to meet you, fella.
Lovely.
You
Thank
are
you very much.
as nice as I was expecting you to be, and I wish you the very best of luck with. I'm happily married, but yeah, hey, she's away for a week in a couple of weeks, so if you want to come round,
I'll bring some Thunderbirds.
bring some Thunderbird. I got the Xbox, and we're playing our pants. It could be a lot of fun.
It could be fun.
He's laughing, but he's considering it.
I'm thinking. I could work that into my diary.
Write a song about it.
Yeah, that weren't the controller, Ian. You naughty man.
Tony, lovely to meet you, mate. Thank you very
Lovely.
much. Best
Thank
luck
you
with the
very
tour and
much.
the new record. See you soon.
Cheers. God
Ta-ta.
bless.
What a nice bloke Tony Mortimer was, wasn't he? Wasn't he fantastic? I've always had a weird fascination with these 17. There's just, they're always a little bit edgier than Take That. And you just felt there was a kind of a tension going on. What a lovely, lovely bloke. And I'm really glad he came in. Fantastic. OK. Back to normal now, please, dear listener. 0330 123 1215. I thought maybe we could celebrate the magic of boy bands and pop. Give us a call. Speak to you after this.
Ian Lee on Absolute Radio.
I thought that tonight, with Tony Mortimer having been, we could celebrate the magic of boy bands and pop in general, because I know that we're kind of like a serious rock station, and we play serious rock. But I'm a huge pop fan. I love pop. There's nothing wrong with a bit of pop. Love a bit of pop. So 0330 123 1215. I want you to give me a call and tell me your dirty little secrets. Not those dirty little secrets. You can email those ones in if you want. But your dirty little pop secrets. Those little kind of bands and songs that you kind of think, do you know what? Actually, yes, I'm a serious music head. Yes, I listen to the Pink Floyd. And yes, I have got every song that Coldplay have ever recorded. But there's something about Upside Down that I quite like. Or 0330 123 1215. Tonight, there is no shame in liking any little pop band. Daphne and Celeste. What? Eloise, what's Daphne and Celeste's song? Do you remember them?
Ooh, stick you, your mama too, and your daddy. UGLY. You ain't got no alibi.
that
Cute
was it.
ugly.
They got bottled off at the Reading Festival.
Yeah,
Bottlers
I was
of.
there.
I
I wasn't bottling.
Were you there when Daphne and Celeste played Reading?
Yeah.
That's like. Sorry, I said that with the reverence, as if I said, "Wow, were you there at the
When Nirvana played.
Were you there when Nirvana played? Were you there when Bob Dylan went electric and someone shouted Judas? You were at Reading when Daphne and Celeste played.
Mm-hmm.
There was another band I quite. I didn't like Daphne and Celeste, but I did like. I always had a soft spot for The Reynolds Girls. Quite like the Reynolds Girls.
You liked Bewitched, didn't you?
I did like Bewitched, actually. Yeah, I quite like Bewitched. I also
love the
liked...
Reynolds Girls.
The Reynolds Girls were
I'd
good.
rather Jack
Then
than
that Fleetwood Mac. Shampoo. You remember Shampoo?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we're in trouble. That was good. And there was, as I was saying Shampoo, another little... there was a band called, like, Vanilla? Don't... Banana. They did that. Banana. Don't get fresh with me.
Oh, yeah.
Banana.
I remember that one.
Were they called Vanilla or something like that? And there was a band that I really liked.
Alicia's Attic. Used to like them.
Oh, I
as
never
well.
liked Alicia's Attic. I thought they were rubbish. There was the band. What was the band that Tiffany from EastEnders was in? Who was she? First of all, let's work this out. This is what my head is like. Let's work out who Tiffany EastEnders... Martine McCutcheon. She was in a band called Milan. And Milan did a brilliant song called Lead Me On, and it was brilliant. I may have it on my iPod. Let me play Elbow, and then hope that Mr. Gray switches off during this song. And then when we get back, I'll try and play Milan, the Martine McCutcheon. It was brilliant. 0330 123 1215. Tonight we're going to celebrate the magic of pop. Okay, and there is no shame. There's no embarrassment. I'm not going to judge anybody. Might judge some of you. We'll talk to you after this.
Lippy kids on the stage.
Okay, this is Milan. It doesn't sound as good as I remember it, actually. Martine McCutcheon's in here. The chorus is good. We'll go to the chorus. You can hear Mr. Grace at home going, "Get this bloody idiot off my radio station!" How did this never become the biggest hit single of all time? Because, man, it was her and some other girl. They was hot. Here comes the chorus. The chorus is a funny chord change in it that I always liked. Here we go. Here we go. Get ready. You won't be able to stop singing this. Okay, maybe it wasn't quite as good as I remembered it. I always thought that was one. Let me find it. I mentioned OTT during the interview with Tony Mortimer. And this, I haven't heard this for years, but this has got to be a great song, hasn't it? The Story of Love. Let's have a good... Oh, man, come on. Be with you in a second, Rob.
Okay.
I dedicate this song to you. It's OTT, The Story of Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On and on we could go, on and on this way forever.
Yeah.
To feel love and pain only in careful measures. Ooh, never
This is a good song, isn't it, Rob?
Yeah, I listen to Longway Radio at Lexington 252.
I'm so going to get a rollicking tomorrow. Here we go, chorus.
Ooh, I've seen your picture in the story of love. 1,000 words could never say enough. And every history of around us. I've seen your picture in the story of love.
Let's start a chapter, Rob, in the story of love. And that chapter's going to be called Doing It. Anyway, Rob, now you must have loads of dirty little secrets.
Some?
About pop music.
Yeah. My weird one is Atomic Kitten.
Oh, yeah?
Because there was the ginger one, and she was really cute.
Yes.
But then I found out she was like Scouser, but she had a really hard Liverpudlian accent.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there are like accents that are really cute.
Yeah.
But then there's hard ones which are really not cute.
Do you not find... So do you find some of the Liverpudlian accents cute, or do you find them all...
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Jennifer Ellison,
Yeah.
she's got a cute Liverpudlian accent.
Yes.
But I think it's Tash from Atomic Kitten I used to think about.
I've offended at least two members of Atomic Kitten. The classic lineup, of course, the original lineup. I've offended one of them. Was there one called Jenny or something?
Jenny Frost, she took over from Kerry Katona.
Oh, okay. In that case, I offended Kerry Katona at one point.
You should have an OBE.
And Jenny Frost, I really upset. She had a go at me once, and I was like, I didn't mean it. She had a right go at me, and all her mates kind of ganged up on me. What do you say that for? I didn't mean it. And you know when you think you've genuinely said something nice? I tell you what it was, right? Now I'm going to say it out loud, actually. It's going to sound like a stupid thing. But you know when you think you've genuinely said something nice and it's completely taken the wrong way? So you try and make things better and it just keeps getting worse and worse, right? There was this awful show on Sky about 6 years ago called The Race, where they taught celebrities to drive racing cars, right? And it was hosted by... Denise Van Outen, and I was kind of like winner. And I was kind of hosting like the sort of the Sky 3 Big Brother's Little Brother show, right, where I'd kind of do all the backstage stuff. I don't know what you laughed at that for. It paid quite well. Nick Moran was on it. We didn't get on. We had an argument. He's an interesting character.
Yeah.
Little Miss Dynamite had her car crashed into by Brian Jones from AC/DC. Brian Jones, who. Oh, no, Brian Johnston, or Johnson,
yeah,
who I also pissed off. But at the end, during one of the interviews, live on TV, right, I went, Brian, before we go, who's the greatest rock and roll band in the world? He went, AC/DC Man. I went, no, you're wrong, it's Kiss. Anyway, coming up, we've got, and he got furious. I had to go and apologise to him about that. We had your favourite comedian on. Who's your favourite comedian whose name escapes me?
Oh, it's Richard Blackwood.
Richard Blackwood was on there.
1, 2, 3, 4, get with the wicked.
Anyway, so Jenny Frost, right, all through the week had like really, really bad car crashes. She couldn't drive. She had a couple of car crashes, and they had this like woman psychologist on the team, right, who was like into like positive thinking and brain power and all of this stuff, right, and so just before they were doing the big race in like proper Formula 1 racing cars or Formula 3 or I don't know what it was. Anyway, they're doing proper like racing cars, right? And she'd had a big crash like, the day before. And I went up to her and they were all set to go and they're all like psyched up and they're in the zone and stuff. And I went to Jenny Frost. All right, Jenny, listen, seriously, best of luck. I think you've been great all week. Just remember, try not to crash. Right? And it was a genuine, like, you know, please try not to crash, right? And I might as well have just said, oh, your mum's a slag. Because she looked at me, she'd say, what did you say? And I said, oh, just try not to crash, yeah? You'll do better if you don't crash. You bastard. And she had such a go at me, right? And then the psychologist woman came over and said, what did you say? Well, you put negative thoughts into her head. I was going, I genuinely don't want her to crash. And then, like, Miss Dynamite and all these other people came out, and they're all having a go at me. I'm going, I'm really sorry. I don't want her to crash. Surely it's a nice thing to not want someone to crash.
You're going to get beaten up by this year's pantomime up in Tottenham.
I felt terrible, you know. And it turns out that she didn't crash, but Miss Dynamite did. So there you go. Anyway,
the album did as well.
Anyway, Rob, is there anything else we can do? Oh, actually, Vinny.
Yeah.
Say hello to Rob.
All right.
Hey, up, Vinny. All right, mate.
Yeah, good. How you doing?
Yeah,
good.
Vinny, I'm down in a place called East Ham later on this week. I don't know if that's anywhere where you live, but me and you could, like, get some page threes out and compare.
All right, then. Okay.
That'd be...
Vinny, are you not come on out now? Because we had Tony Mortimer on.
Who's Tony Mortimer?
You must remember he's 17, Vinny. All the boys danced at school discos, 13.
Vinny, if you've got to go away, don't think I can take the pain. Won't you stay another day? Stay now.
Was he the tall, bold guy?
This is one of my pet hates, right? And it really annoys me. People who say bold when they mean bald. Bold is something different. Bold means he's like an explorer. Bald means he's lost his hair.
Very heavy breathing tonight, Vin.
I know, it's just that I'm using a...
Look at that Fergie interview on YouTube.
Tall, bold men. Tall, bold men.
Vinny?
Yeah?
Did you watch that bit of Watchmen I told you about?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Sky Plus it, and I watched it in the morning.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just keeps the outfit on.
It was only about 2 minutes.
That's all you need. Yeah. You can do it 4 times now, Vinny.
Yeah. But the rest of it was crap, wasn't it?
Yeah, not worth it at all.
Yeah. So, have you been watching movies for men lately?
I have. I didn't know about that. That was ace when you found that. It's like just proper gash all the time.
Yeah, about at 11 o'clock it starts to get a bit...
Being a single man, Vinny, it's you are the guru for me now. Is there anything I should be watching this evening?
Yeah, there's something called Bare Deceptions run right now.
Oh, sounds like a detective thing. I like it.
Yeah, all that's crap. It's the worst acting ever, but you get to see a lot of boobs.
Is there any grass on the pitch, Vinny?
No.
Oh.
So what's new?
Not much. I've just had to go to London a few times for various things.
Oh, were you in the riots then?
Well, going into places and going, yeah, they've made a mess here.
Okay.
That was fun.
Did you pick anything up?
No. Not really.
Okay. All right. So whereabouts are you now then?
At the moment, I'm in Sheffield, but I'm going down East Ham later on this week, so...
All right, then.
maybe we'll get...
I think you got my number, so you can phone me up once you get there.
That'll be ace. We'll be to like a lap dancing bar or something.
Not many lap dancing bars around East Ham, but there's a few massage parlours.
Is your mum free?
Well, that holds the world record. I had to dump 4 bits of that phone conversation.
Don't be afraid of your freedom.
4234 or book online at autoglass.co.uk.
Autoglass repair, autoglass replace.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
We're celebrating the magic of pop, and I know we're kind of like a rock station and all, but pop is wonderful, isn't it? In all its various incarnations. Some of it's great, some of it's awful, but the fact that it exists is wonderful. It makes the world a much better place. 0330 123 1215. I want your dirty pop secrets. Uprising, the band on Twitter, has reminded me of was it Tattoo? Tattoo, Eloise? Were they the fake Russian lesbians?
Yeah,
Tattoo?
yeah. Everything she said,
running through my head. And the whole selling point was that they dressed as schoolgirls and snogged each other.
Yeah.
And that was it. What a gimmick. What a gimmick. 0330 123 1215 is the... I quite like the follow-up to that was a massive flop. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, I don't know.
Katya and Jim and Jerry will be with you shortly. Now, as I say, it's been an odd day for music. Tonight we got to interview the wonderful Tony Mortimer, who's delightful. And this morning we went to a hotel and we met Glenn Campbell, who is one of my absolute heroes. We met Glenn Campbell and his wife. It was Kim, wasn't it? It was his wife. And they were talking. Did you pick up Christian's album?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I was worried that I'd... left it there. And they were there to talk about the new album that Glenn has got out and the fact that he's doing a tour in September. He's playing a few dates, including the Royal Festival Hall here in London. And also he kind of is sort of come out, if that's the right phrase, as having Alzheimer's. And I thought it was wonderful to talk to him. He sang a bit of Guess I'm Done, which is a great song. And when we play the interview, we'll probably play that song out as well. But it did make me sad because he's obviously got Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
He was struggling to remember quite significant moments in his life. And Kim was brilliant. His wife would kind of go, well, Glenn, if you remember, this is what happened. Oh, yeah, of course. This is. So she was brilliant, very, very patient. And he was in great spirits, really, really good spirits. Wonderful to see. The thing I found the saddest was when I said to him, Glenn, so you were diagnosed with Alzheimer's about 8 months ago. How is it affecting you? And he said, well, I've been lucky that I've not felt anything. I've not had anything happen yet. And I was thinking, it's kind of, you kind of have, really, because you're forgetting... Anyway, it was very sad. It reminded me of my granddad Bill, bless him, who had Alzheimer's, and it was horrible, horrible disease. But the good news is he's got a new album out. which I haven't heard yet. I'm going to get a copy very soon, but I've heard excellent reports from it, that it's kind of a real sort of return to form. The tour is going to be amazing. He's got a teleprompter, and he said, one of the benefits is if he makes a mistake on stage, he's got an excuse. He can just go, hey, I've got Alzheimer's. What are you going to do, judge me? You can't. And so we're going to play the interview out. It's unbongoed until, I think, the 29th of August. Is that it?
Holiday Monday.
So it's a bank holiday Monday, so we'll play the interview out. And we're going to I think we should put the whole interview out as a podcast as well, even though some of it is perhaps a little bit uncomfortable. What do you think?
Yes.
I think perhaps that's what we should do, because you can hear, I'm sure Eloise will do an amazing job to edit it and make it all sound coherent, but you can kind of hear from the interview, the whole unedited thing, that he's not particularly well. But, he's doing the job, and he's I think it's a noble thing that him and his missus are doing. Anyway, we'll tease that up by playing a song from his last album, Meet Glenn Campbell, which is where he did loads of cover versions and stuff, and if you've not heard it, it's a treat. Who'd have thought that Travis could have sounded as good as this?
Unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Fantastic. I met Glenn Campbell today. Sweet. One of the best voices. Thank you, Glenn. Can't wait to hear the new album. Genuinely very, very excited. OK, 0330 123 1215. We're celebrating Pop. Cat will be with you shortly. First of all, let's go to Jerry. Yes, Jerry.
Hello.
Hello, Jerry. Hello? Are you listening to the Divine Comedy in the background there?
Yeah.
Why aren't you listening to the radio show, you muppet?
Your life's in a mess. You'll express when your life's in a mess. Not in the mood for singing.
Then why did you sing then, Jerry?
80s pop, Climby Fisher.
Have you taken your pills tonight?
Taking my pills and I'm buzzing.
Yeah, I can tell. I can always tell when you've got a little legal medical high on, because you talk complete and utter balls. Yes, they're excellent. Was there like a band called Jellyfish or something?
Jelly Bean.
Was there Jelly Bean, were they?
Jelly Bean, they had Who's Leaving Who?
Who's leaving who?
Is it me?
Is it you? I thought that was Hazel O'Connor. No, Hazel Dean.
Oh, that's a weed on my bonfire, it was.
Sorry?
No, it was Hazel Dean.
It was Hazel Dean. Don't mess me. Listen, Jerry, I know what I'm talking about.
I was Jelly Bean then. I've got his record.
Hang on a minute. Jim?
Hello?
Hello, it's Jim the Dancer, ladies and gentlemen. What was Jelly Bean's song? Do you remember?
No, sorry, I don't know that one.
No, I don't know. They did something.
Did they do The Plastic Men Are Coming?
The Plastic Men Are Coming? That's a strange concept.
I've got a question for you.
Yes, Jerry. Be with you in a second, Jim. Yes, Jerry.
Yeah, right.
The beat.
Yes.
Where the two guys out at the beach, the same ones out as Fine Young Cannibals.
I'm going to say yes.
And two men in a drum machine.
I'm going to say yes.
Tired of being pushed around.
Exactly. Aren't we all? Although if you're in a wheelchair, you kind of, you have to get pushed around quite a bit, I guess.
I don't self-propel.
Do you have a little motor?
No, I have someone pushing.
Oh, well, there you go, exactly.
Mrs. Jerry's on the warpath.
Oh, blimey, why?
They've cut me morning call for half an hour.
Oh, you're joking!
No.
And is that to get you up and dressed and everything?
Up dressed.
Oh, they're taking the mick, mate.
What?
They're taking the mick.
Breakfast.
That's ridiculous. Why? Well, listen, they're doing it. They're doing it everywhere. I know they are. They will say that they can adequately. Are you getting one or two carers in the morning?
Noah's Ark. They're coming 2 by 2.
Okay, you are off your face. Mrs. Jerry's got every right to be on the warpath, Jerry, and she should kick up a stink. She should. This is what she needs to do, and I'm not messing around here. She needs to write to the head of the care company. She needs to write to the head of the council. She needs to write to your local MP, and she needs to write to David Cameron. I'm being serious.
No, my MP is.
I haven't got a clue.
Wally.
Who?
Wally.
Who's that?
Joan Wally.
Well, write to her. Write to all of these people, and keep writing a letter to them every week. Because that's taking the mick, Jerry. You need more than half an hour. You can't get dressed and go to the toilet and get washed and get fed in half an hour. It's ridiculous.
It takes me that long to open the air.
Of course it does. Seriously, mate, tell Mrs. Jerry to write letters to all these people.
They sound sorting me hoist out.
Well, exactly. I didn't hear what you said there, but I'm going to agree with it.
Hoist.
Yeah, have they not sorted your hoist out?
I've not got one in the bedroom, so it can't go bad.
You've not got one in the bedroom. You mentioned this last week. What are they going to get you one in the bedroom?
The irons are in the fire.
So that means, like, in about 5 years' time, maybe?
Yeah, I've got the ambulance service putting through referrals.
Yeah.
Got the care company, and they're still dragging the
You can't, this is annoying me, and I've had a couple of people getting in touch about this, because this is terrible. Of course they need to put a hoist in your bedroom. You can't sleep in your wheelchair. That's no life, Jerry. That's no good.
No, it's my armchair.
Oh, if it's your armchair, in that case, stop whinging, you miserable git. Jerry, listen, honestly, it's terrible they're making these cutbacks, and a lot of people are suffering from it. And my mum used to have carers come in, although I'll be honest, 2 of them nicked £3,000 from her and all of her jewellery. So they're not all brilliant, these people. Some of them are utter scum. But that's by the by.
Oh, taking toe rags.
They're little sods. They used to nick my mum's credit card, right, and go round to the bank and take out 300 quid at a time. And they nicked £3,000.
Mum can't get to the bank, she can't care.
Exactly. Anyway, listen, you need to get Mrs. Jerry to write letters to all these people, and it'll be a chore, but get her to write a letter a week. And if she keeps getting on their nerves and keeps irritating them and doesn't take no for an answer, eventually, and it might take a long time, eventually something might happen, mate.
Are you on there next week?
I'm off next week, but I'm back the week after.
Well, I'm thinking this.
What?
Can we do a Frank Sidebottom special?
We can do a Frank Sidebottom special, definitely. I missed him a bit the other day, a little cry over Frank Sidebottom. Jerry, listen, lovely to talk to you. Let me know how that goes. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a superstar, not only of the internet, but if you came to our Set the Agenda last week, the weekend, you would have seen Jim the Dancer live. Jim the Dancer, how are you doing, sir?
Hello, Ian. How are you?
I'm very, very well, mate. Did you enjoy your little performance on Sunday night, Set the Agenda?
Absolutely great, it was. Absolutely good.
And did Dennis have a good time?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Fantastic.
It
was good to see you both there. And you got back okay, did you?
Yeah, I got back within about half an hour.
Oh, brilliant. And people seemed to really, really enjoy it, didn't they? They were kind of sat there open-mouthed at the start, as they weren't sure what was going on. But I think once they saw how passionate you were, they got really into it.
Yes, right, yeah.
And did people come and speak to you afterwards?
Yeah, loads of people, yeah.
Yeah, wicked good. As it should be, Jerry. Jim, it was on. Someone has sent me a video of it.
Yes.
So I will forward that on to you, and if you, I mean, they just filmed it on their phone, so I don't know what the quality's like, but I will forward it on to you and put it on YouTube if you want. Do what you want with it.
Oh, thanks very much, Ian.
Absolutely, it was great. I saw you talking to Danielle Martin at the end, the very sexy lady who did the bed of nails.
That's right, yeah. She's lovely, isn't
she? She was lovely in her basque and fishnet stockings. Yes, she was, you mucky pup. Her boyfriend was there, Jim. What were you thinking?
Oh, yeah, I forgot my boyfriend was there, didn't I?
Never mind. You, with moves like that. Hey, listen, man, thank you so much for doing it. It was a pleasure and an honour to have you performing on the stage, Jim. And I thought you were an absolute star that night. Well done.
Oh, thanks very much.
What have you got for us tonight, Jim?
I just since I last seen you, I've made 10 more videos. The best one so far is the star one I've done, which is Make Me a Star by David Essex.
I'm coming home soon. I'm gonna make you a star. He's good, David. I like a bit of David Essex. He's good.
Yeah, it's very good, yeah. And another good record out is I Need You Tonight by the Inks.
By
the Inks. INX.
Oh, yeah, the Inks. I do like the Inks. I need you tonight. The Inks. They're good. They're good. They are.
I've done quite a few videos. Centerfold and all them ones, and Prince Charming, Adamant. You name it, I've done them.
What kind of what outfit were you wearing for Centerfold?
Centerfold, I had a moustache on.
I love you, Jim. You're so bonkers. I think you're brilliant. And if people want to find you on YouTube, it's Jim the Dancer 4, isn't it?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
If they Google Jim the Dancer 4 on YouTube, then you'll pop up and they can see. So you must have nearly 200 videos up there now.
Yeah, I've got 185 at the moment, but I've got another 15 to go on within the next week.
Beautiful, man, beautiful. I love it. Jim, listen, it was lovely to have you on Sunday night, and thank you so much for calling in. Call in any time you want, fella.
OK, thanks very much,
See you, mate.
Ian.
Take care. Ta-ta. There we go, Jim the Dancer. If you want to come to a Set the Agenda... Oh, look, Wayne from Biggin Hill's calling in. With the next Set the Agenda, dear listener, it's a variety night, right? And as you heard from that, anything goes. The next one is on Sunday, September the 4th. It's £7 in advance, £10 on the door. So far, we've got a singer, Melanie Masson. We've got a magician whose name escapes me, and we've got Sister Mary MacArthur, who is a singing nun. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that with you for a minute. A singing nun. Yep. And we're going to get... we normally have like sort of 6-7 acts, and I host it with my friend James, and we show a couple of short videos as well, and it's in a new venue. If you came to it a few months ago, it's now in a new venue. It's at the Camden Monarch in Camden. And if you go to facebook.com/groups/set the agenda, all the ticket details are there, or I tweet them, or I post them on the show's Facebook page every now and then. £7, right? It ain't bad for what you get. 6-7 different mental acts. Last time we had Jim the Dancer. We had Peter Hathaway, who's a magician, who's going to come on the show one night, actually. We had Danielle Martin, who had a bed of nails and was hot. We had Dennis the Russian, who was an X Factor reject and was bonkers. We had Barry from Watford, of course, was the other act. He was disappointing, but never mind. So it's at the Camden Monarch, £7. September the 4th is the next one. You'd be more than welcome to come along. Katya, you came, didn't you?
I did, yes.
And you stood on the bar and went topless.
I didn't. I can't remember that.
Because you were very, very drunk, Katya. That's why you wouldn't be able to remember it. You were in a terrible state. I'm going to have to ask you, Katya, not to come to any more of those events, if that's okay.
Okay.
Just because it was a bit embarrassing, with...
I'll try and refrain, maybe.
Please do. Well, you can come to the next one if you want.
No, I won't. I can't.
No, come.
No.
Please.
You had the harpist. She was excellent.
Oh, we had Kat Arney, the harpist, didn't we?
Yes.
Can I speak to you after this?
You can, definitely.
Of course I meant Green Day, not Travis. Idiots.
Absolute. Green and white Garnier Dio in store now. Take care.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
It's kicking off on the Facebook page, by the way, facebook.com/Iain Lee Show. If you want to go and have a look, it's getting tense there. I've got a care worker giving me a bit of stick. Sorry?
I said door.
What did you say?
I said door.
Well, like Homer Simpson?
Yeah.
Why did you say that?
Well, it's appropriate, isn't it?
It is appropriate. I'm getting stick.
Thank you.
Estelle is saying, it'll be nice to hear a positive comment about care work in the press. Right, first of all, I'm not the press. I'm some idiot on the radio. Secondly, my mum had £3,000 stolen from her and all her jewellery. That's my story. If they hadn't nicked it, then I wouldn't have said it. That's what happened. So it's not the care workers, it's funding. Well, no, it's the care workers that stole that stuff from my mum, that went through her purse, would take her credit card out, go around the corner to the cash machine, take out £300 a pop, and then come back laughing. That's what happened.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Do a do now, go on.
Do.
There we go, you see. Katya, was disappointed to see you've still got long hair.
Oh, listen, I must say that I didn't know how to react with that man. I don't know if he was the boyfriend of the Daniel Martin. There was this roadie. Oh, there were two, I think.
Yeah, one of them was the boyfriend, yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, that's good I didn't then. Because he had longer hair than I've got.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's really cool. And I wanted to take a picture of him, but I didn't.
You could have taken a picture of his long hair, but it would have made you a pervert.
Maybe.
I saw... You were next to Missy, weren't you?
Yes.
I saw Missy checking out Danielle's bum.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Why not?
Okay.
Anyway, Katya, it was lovely to see you, and of course you're more than welcome to come any time you want.
Thank you.
What can I do?
Paid.
And that makes you even more welcome. But you've called up tonight. I'm guessing you've got something exciting to talk about?
Yes. I must say that I listened to you in retrospect on the podcast.
Okay, in retrospect, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why I'm late with the topic.
Okay.
About, the wall of boobs.
The wall... Say that again, go
on. Wall of boobs.
Thank you. There we go. Fantastic, yes.
I must say that I have evolved an awful long time into wall of boobs. Walls of boobs, actually.
Hang on a minute. You've evolved over a long time into a wall of boobs?
Yes, not my fault. I came here in 1997.
What does that mean?
Eh?
What does that mean? I've evolved over a long time into a wall of boobs?
Because I've lived in workshops all my life.
Right.
Yeah, I arrived in 1997 in England,
Okay, but I don't want the whole story.
Well, that's tell me
Katya.
about the Wall of Boobs.
Okay, but let's try it. Come on, let's not do the whole. I arrived in England in 1997. On my first day, I did not know where to stay.
Okay, it's relevant.
Okay.
Because you said you
Yeah.
saw that they stopped in the 80s.
Yeah, well, I saw one last week.
Well, and I've seen walls of boobs since I arrived here.
Wow.
And I think that I've lived in 5 different workshops.
Wow.
All of them, they had walls of boobs. And I must say, I didn't know how to react.
No.
So,
How did you react?
well, I just pretended I didn't see them.
Yeah.
I think I went red the first time
Yeah.
because I didn't know that people would put those things
No.
like that.
Boobs.
Yeah.
Boobs. Those things are called boobs.
And what do you think of those men? What do you have to think? I don't know.
I can tell it's confused you a lot.
Yeah.
Eloise, could you help Katya? She's struggling with walls of boobs. And I'm thinking you're a bit more grounded and less mental than she is. Could you kind of give us some words of encouragement to help us through this tricky period in her life?
So she's made over the time. She's made a little wall of boobs.
She's made
No.
No.
Oh no! I
You've
haven't.
evolved into a wall of boobs.
No, well, I was
You've become a
surrounded
wall
by
of
them
boobs.
because all the other workers in the workshop. I was the only woman.
Yeah.
And they had all these pictures, but they didn't take. Oh, I didn't ask. They took them down for me because that would have been impolite.
Right. Would have been impolite to ask them to take the walls of boobs down.
No.
So I'm confused. Are you asking Eloise how to make a wall of boobs for your house?
Or are you asking how to become a wall of boobs?
Because I can to become a wall of boobs is easy.
I know.
What are you asking Eloise for? Because she's very, very busy doing the podcast, and really we haven't got time, Katya, to interrupt her. So come on, get to the point, please.
No, I think you're confusing me again.
I'm not confusing you. You're the one who phoned up and said, over a period of time, I've evolved into a wall of boobs.
Yes?
Yes.
That's the truth. Listen.
That's the truth?
No, you always do
Who's there?
that.
What?
You always do that. I try. I really have tried over the years.
Oh,
you know,
God,
to
yeah, I
make
know.
sense.
I know. Listen, so what are you going to do for us? You're going to put your feet in a bowl of salad,
Have a shallot.
have a shallot, and taste your wee-wee. No. So what do you want to know from us, Katya?
I don't want to know anything from you.
Calm down. Calm down, eh?
I'm giving you the inside
What insight?
about
What
walls of
insight?
boobs, because I've
You're not-
lived amongst them, Ian. I beg of you, believe me.
What? So okay, let's get this straight.
Yes.
You have lived amongst a wall of boobs.
Yes.
It's like you've been raised by wolves or something. You've lived amongst a wall of boobs. What do you want from us?
You know, I'm so glad Roger's not here.
Where's Roger?
He's gone out. I think he's.
Is that enough? Is that enough
Yeah.
for you? He's gone to look at a wall of boobs in his car.
Probably.
Probably.
Okay.
So you basically you're using Eloise and I.
Yes.
To vent all the frustration that poor old Roger would get.
I think that might be true.
Roger didn't come on Sunday, did he?
No.
Not-
no.
not sure Roger
he-
exists.
He doesn't really
Exist.
He's not into
Existing.
you.
Boobs or existing.
He's not into the shows, and that's a bit.
No, he's not, or going out with his girlfriend,
No.
or existing outside of your imagination.
Oh no, really! I could try and bring him.
You could try and find a man, and I say that you're called Roger for the night. Come and have a look.
But okay, I'm gonna try and stop calling maybe because I always make a fool of myself. That's probably why he doesn't really like it when I call people. I think I've sussed that out just now. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, bye.
I can't believe I'm having an argument on Facebook about carers. Jeez. Estelle. Yes, some of them were quite good, but a lot of the carers my mum had were utter rubbish. Considering the amount of money she had to pay for them because the council wouldn't pay for it all, utter rubbish. They couldn't cook pasta. They couldn't. I went round there once. My mum was eating dried pasta because they couldn't cook it, right? And Estelle says, there are bad people who steal in all jobs, not just carers. Yeah, there are bad people who steal in all jobs. There are people who steal in the radio industry, people who steal all jobs. There are not many people who steal from disabled people who are totally dependent on them to feed them, dress them, wash them and take them to the toilet and wipe their asses when they're done. There are not many people who would steal from people like that. These people who stole from my mum also stole from a blind lady. So, yeah, there are people who steal in all professions, Estelle. There are not many people who would exploit such vulnerable people as that. And yes, there were some good carers, and there are good carers. Of course there are. Of course there are. From the evidence, in my mum's care home, they're all excellent. All excellent, without a shadow of a doubt. Apart from one who we had to make a complaint about because she did something completely inappropriate. But pretty much all good. The carers that went round our house, I would say most of them, and this is not an exaggeration, most of them were rubbish. Most of them were adequate at the very, very best. There were two that were excellent, absolutely excellent, and went the extra mile, but the rest, rubbish. In the next year, they are bringing into force all carers have to be registered and hold a qualification. Well done. Well done. That's only 50 years too late, isn't it? Jeez. Estelle, listen, I'm sure you're excellent. Well done. Congratulations. It's not all about funding. It's not all about funding. Sometimes people are just idiots and nasty, nasty people. Phil's in Exeter. Hello, Phil.
Hi,
Hello,
all
Phil.
right, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right. Phil, you sound a bit down. What's wrong, mate?
No, I'm fine, pal.
You sure?
Listen, I'm, whilst being on hold for so long.
Well, you say so long, 19 minutes and 16 seconds. It's not
Yeah,
that
yeah.
long.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry you've had a rough time with your mum and all that.
It's all right. Bless you. It was a couple of years ago, and we got through it, and it's all good. But thank you very much.
Can I move away from that?
Yeah, please do. Please do. I don't want to dwell on that much at all.
Okay, so guilty pleasures.
Yes.
Talk to me.
Sorry?
Guilty pleasures. Talk to me. Not guilty pleasures, guilty.
Yeah. I'm talking to you. What about?
So what's yours?
Oh, well, mine were many and manyfold. There was OTT, Story of Love, Milan, Lead Me On, Shampoo.
Shampoo?
Shampoo.
Shampoo?
Shampoo.
Are you serious?
Shampoo.
Sorry, carry on. Yeah.
What are yours, Phil?
Well, I was going to say, I don't know. I mean, are you going to play them? Or?
No.
No.
I've played a couple of them. This is a very weird conversation, Philip.
Why?
Because I'm doing all the work and you're sort of being a bit weird. That's why.
Why am I weird?
Sorry?
Oh, come on, mate. You're talented. I'm not. Help me out.
You don't have to be talented to have a phone conversation.
No, I'm having a conversation, but not about shampoo.
What, the pop group Shampoo?
Never heard of them.
Well, they were a pop group.
Right. Never heard of them.
There's no reason. You should have heard them, but you asked what my guilty pleasures were, if we're going to use that phrase.
Yeah.
And I told you.
Okay.
And now I'm asking what yours are.
Okay. Well, I was going to suggest Kim Wilde. Maybe put a Kim Wilde track on.
Kim Wilde's awesome.
Yeah. And I think she's stood the test of time.
And she's hot, man, isn't she hot?
Well.
Sorry?
If she's in the garden, yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
It's a joke. I'm not being crass. It's a joke.
What would you like a Kim Wilde song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Checkered Love, something like that. I think,
You want Kim Wilde, Checkered Love?
Yeah.
All right, let me find it on the computer. Hang on a minute. Let's, Kim Wilde, Checkered Love. Okay, I'll tell you what, fella. Do you want to introduce it and we'll play it?
Okay, so shall I do it now?
You do it. And do your best DJ voice and we'll play Kim Wilde, Checkered Love. Where you go?
So who am I doing this to? Everyone?
Well, do it to all the listeners, yeah.
Hey, to everyone who's had a drink, who hasn't had a drink, who's on meds, who isn't on meds.
Have you had a drink?
Have I?
Yes.
No.
Are you on meds?
Yes.
Okay, what meds? I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask.
No, don't ask.
Okay, go on. You introduce the song.
Because I don't even know myself.
Good lad. Well done.
Kim Wilde, Remember the Days.
No, it's Checkered Love.
Checkered Love.
Well, no. Okay, we'll do it again properly. Come and get the song right. Come on.
So what shall I say now?
We'll do it. Just do it, but do it with a bit more oomph. Give it some oomph.
What is this, like X Factor or something?
Yeah. It's the X Factor.
So you're like Ian Cowell or something?
I'm like Ian Cowell, yes.
You're not related, are you?
He's my uncle. He is actually my uncle.
Is he?
Yeah.
Have you got the hairy chest?
I have got a hairy chest, yeah.
Have you got a Bugatti Veyron?
Yes. Introduce the bloody record!
No chance. Okay. So, here we go. Checkered Love, Kim Wilde on Absolute Radio, Ian Lee.
You say everything's alright.
Not a chance. That's the Larson effect. Okay, dear listener, last 15 minutes of the show. If you've, oh, by the way, I'm off next week. So I thoroughly recommend that you go and download loads and loads of podcasts to bide your time with. If you go to iTunes and type in Ian Lee, IAINLEE, there's the full show, there's the best bits, there's the Shepherd's Pie, there's the best of Barry, there's Important Target, there's loads of stuff. Or you can get most of those at absoluteradio.co.uk. Do download them. Really a lot of fun. Polly James is on at 1 o'clock. We are unsure as to whether she's coming from down here or upstairs. It's going to be an exciting moment for all of us when we find out. Let's go. We'll take some calls straight to her in a minute. So those callers that are ringing in, do keep on the line. Tom!
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Tom.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm getting there, fella. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I wanted to confide in you my guilty song pleasures.
Please do, please do.
As long as it's just between me and you.
No, literally no one else is listening right now.
I mean, because not even my closest friends know about my guilty
Okay.
pleasures.
Yeah.
I must admit, I do like S Club 7.
Can I tell this story? Let me think. No, I can't.
No?
No, I can't. I can't tell the story. But back in the day.
Yeah.
I can't tell the story.
Come on, Ian.
But I like a bit of S. I like a bit of S Club 7 as well.
Yeah, I also like Bewitched.
Yeah, Bewitched are good, man. Bewitched are a great little Irish pop band.
Yeah,
you had there.
I think they're very, very underrated.
Yeah, I used to have a soft spot for Jo O'Meara from S Club.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she was my favourite too. Everyone liked Rachel, but
No, I know Rachel didn't do it for me.
no, I didn't.
No.
She's pretty, but she didn't.
You know.
That's just between me and you. Then.
Didn't Rachel release a song about blowjobs?
I can't really remember.
I think she did. I think one of her solo singles. It was like all a bouncy pop song, but if you actually listen to the lyrics, it was about her giving oral sex.
I might have to YouTube that later on then.
Please do. Thanks very much for your call. Let's go to line 3. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Welcome to the new interactive choosing between two things service.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Would you like me to A, sing the Turkish national anthem, or B, say what Mao Zedong wrote in 1949?
B.
Feudalism stands for a social system and thought that has long ago become an adornment to the museum. Capitalism has already made its partial entry into the museum, and the portions that remain outside the museum have become moribund.
Thank you very much. Let's go to line 1, you're on the wireless. Nope, you bottled it. Okay, let's go to line 5, you're on the wireless.
So why aren't you allowed to tell the S Club 7 story?
It involves drugs.
One of the members taking drugs.
No.
Okay. Wink. Anyway, so why are you off next week then?
Did you see that bit where they were just dancing, Vinny?
Yeah.
There's a lovely tattoo.
Yes.
Best channel in the world.
Every night.
Is it on every night?
There's something new every night.
You should do a film review of that, Vinny. What's it called again? Fair Deceptions.
Yeah. That is terrible acting, but, who gives a damn?
Let's go to line 2. You're on the wireless.
Hello there.
Hello, line 2.
Hello there. I think it's a great idea, like when you said about E17, the new rock concert, broadcasted for Britain, for the United Kingdom, for the tribute to the victims of the crime of the riots of Britain, of the United Kingdom.
Yes.
It's a good idea, I reckon.
It's a good idea, yes, and I think you should take 25% of it.
Good on Paul. Good on you. And good on Ian as well. Absolute Radio.
Hang on, you are Paul?
Oh, yes, I am, yeah. Oh, God. I was in character there, mate. So.
Yes. Now, he was either genuinely forgot he was Paul for a moment, or he was trying to pretend to be someone else to make it look like Paul he'd had a good idea, and he didn't think we noticed. Maybe that was him doing a different voice. I don't know. Let's go to line 1. You're on the wireless.
Evening, man.
Yes, line 1.
How are you?
You don't care.
I do. I follow you around Camden every month, so therefore I do care.
You follow me around Camden?
It's Pez. Sorry, it's a different number.
Oh, Pez, for goodness sake. Pez is the official photographer of the Set the Agenda night, although I've never seen any photos he's ever taken.
Well, because you've got 5,000 friends and won't accept mine, therefore you can't see them.
Well, no, just send them to me so I can put them on the bloody page.
iainlee.com. iainlee.com.
Whatever.
Anyway, is the next month going to be any good?
Yeah, next month's going to be great. I'm working on a couple of... I'm trying to call in a couple of favours from people.
Huh. That should be good then.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to thank you for the DVD.
Good lad. Rubbish, wasn't it?
No, I enjoyed it.
Good lad. Let's go to line 2. You're on the wireless.
The DVD.
Good lad. Rubbish, isn't it?
No, you're too slow. Let's go to line 4. You're on the wireless.
Guilty pleasures?
Yes.
Mine is...
Life is like a hurricane, stop birds, great skies, lasers, aeroplanes, it's a duck blur, lights of a mystery, or rewrite history, everything that...
I have no idea what that song was, but it sounded awesome, didn't it? Do you know what that was, Eloise? What was it? Why can't you talk? Okay. Wow, she knows, but she can't tell me. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Oh, it was the DuckTales theme. Okay, thank you. Yes, line 4.
I'm a first-time caller, yeah. Do you have a Fabregas?
That's football, is it?
Yeah.
Lovely. What's happened? This is for a Monday night. This is particularly spectacular. 3, you're on the wireless. It's like a rocky version of Sergeant Pepper. Here we go. Do you reckon this has been played live? If it's been played live, I'd be impressed. But why would a band want to play a rock version of Sergeant Pepper to me live down the phone? We just will never know. Let's try line 2. 2, you're on the wireless.
This is the song that never ends.
Yes, it does. Let's go to line 1. You're on the wireless.
Globule. Boing. Globule.
Thank you. I'm so glad he's found me again. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Line 2, hello, guilty pleasures.
What?
Guilty pleasures?
Well, yes.
Yeah, Deborah Harry, Blondie.
But how is Deborah Harry? No, you've misunderstood it. Let's not. First of all, let's not call it guilty pleasures because someone else calls it that, and that's not really what I was aiming for. It's kind of like pop. But Deborah Harry, there's nothing shameful or guilty about Deborah Harry. Deborah Harry and Blondie is awesome. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
I love you, bye.
Okay, it's very weird tonight. Let's try line 4. 4, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian.
Hello.
Do you like Alan Partridge?
Yeah, some of it's good.
He's a good manager, isn't he?
I've got no idea. I think it's Alan Partridge.
No, Alan Partridge.
I know nothing about football.
Oh, sorry.
Let's go to line one. One, you're probably the last call of the evening, thank God.
You pansy! You pansy!
Thank you very much. There we go. I've just realised I've back counted incorrectly. Partly we're going to be running over a little bit. Means you've got a minute less to do of the show. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. Or let's just go on line 4. You can end the show for us.
Yes, Ian Lee will be back tomorrow night, same time, same place. Good night.
Well, that was pointless, wasn't it?
Jesus.